Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I seem to be able to hear myself just fine, so I think we're good to go. Hello, everybody. Just doing the early thing. Signing in a bit early before we go ahead. We kick off the stream. It's going to be a short stream tonight. Obviously, book streams are usually a little bit shorter, closer to the 25-minute, half an hour mark, something like that. Cool. Glad you can hear me loud and clear. Glad the mic is working well. Oh, Mondays, I'm telling you. Hope you had a good day, man. It always feels good to get the new book up and going. It always feels good to put after all that work and all that editing to finally have it live. Yeah, I hear you there. I had an all right day too. I mean, I can't complain. It's a hell of a lot better than any day last week. So, no complaints. Tomorrow, I might even try and get out of the office early, go drive around, hang up flyers, pass out business cards. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Lunch on the road. Mondays, though, are always rough. I woke up today very tired. Haven't been able to shake it. Coffee, Mountain Dew, energy drinks. The fatigue persists. So probably sleep like a freaking stone tonight. I mean, I could always dump the coffee in my eyes, and that might work a little faster. That'll keep you awake. Fucker. Hook up an IV. I like coffee, like caffeine shots from Starbucks. They won't just give me the shot. They always got to dump it into my coffee. It's like, just take the shot. Just give me straight caffeine. Would have been a good night for a night owl. Still got about 5.5 minutes in this squeaky chair, waiting on 9 o'clock to roll around, just in case anybody else is, waiting for 9 o'clock to be here, and then I'm like, "Oh, you started early. I didn't know." Like, I'm gonna feel bad. So, because they're right. They didn't know. I said 9 o'clock. Got to stick to it. I had White Castle for dinner tonight. It was a nice change. Love White Castle. Good stuff. I don't know, you ever been to a White Castle, Ref? Like, actually been to, like, a White Castle restaurant? It's pretty interesting. Pizza's good. Can't go wrong with pizza. I'm telling you. You can't. It comes in so many different flavors and sizes and shapes and textures, and like, pizza is a very broad term. You could have pizza every single day, every lunch or every meal of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I wouldn't judge. I highly recommend going to a White Castle, but I'm actually surprised at how well the store-bought White Castle burgers come out. They're pretty darn close. The flavor is there. I mean, you can tell like they actually cook them someplace that's a White Castle establishment. Because in the shops they fry them in onions. It's really, really, like, I don't know, it's neat looking to watch. Very tiny burgers. Always feel a little bit gypped, but then you get like 10 of them, you don't feel so gypped. It's not all that cheap though. That's the thing. but it's very good. Love White Castle. And give it another, 3.5 minutes and counting? We are. So happy to have this new book out. I was hoping it'd be out by the end of March, but ended up being, I did say end of March, beginning of April, and it's technically not mid-April yet. Close. Not quite yet, though. If you ever have a chance to go to a White Castle, though, you got to. Don't pass it up. Hey, Fuzzy, what's going on? Happy Monday, if there is such a thing. If there is such a thing, this would be the one. Tell you, I'm glad I got that half an hour out of the office last week just to go around the park, just one day for a half an hour and edit a little bit of my book. Because it would have been out this week, and the week before last it was cloudy and rainy. So that one tiny window was literally the only window I had in the entire writing process. Oh, it's crazy. I won't have another book released now until fall. I think the fall. Right, we're at 8:58. Getting closer. Got my mask ready. Got the book ready. Sorry, just readjusting everything a little bit here. Making sure everything's good to go. Those literally last minute checks. All right, we are down to just about a minute. A little bit, just about there. Diddly countdown. Just got home from the pet shelter. New stray cat came in. Cool. Poor kitty. I did some, I guess you could call it volunteer work at an animal shelter once. Gotta say, man, it's a big pat on the back for that one. Not easy stuff all the time. It's hard work, mentally and physically. Okay, where are we at here? Awesome. All right. Well, I mean, it is 9 o'clock. Awesome. Okay. I still got work here, so it's a little bit fluffier than than normal, but whatever. Welcome to the book promotion live stream for Dreamscape. I did say that Dreamscape would be returning in a few weeks, a few month or so, in a pretty big way, and certainly did. Hey, ISB. Yeah, I mean, small crowd. It's Monday. I mean, it's Monday night, so I knew it was going to be a smaller crowd anyway, which is totally fine. It's a smaller stream. Like I said earlier, books promotion streams are like 25, 30 minutes long. Nothing major. Just basically just to let everybody know that there is a new book available. This weekend is the return to Dreamscape, and I wanted to make sure that I got this promotion stream up before that the story came out. So that way everybody was aware that the book is available. So cool. So welcome. I hope everybody is having a good start through their week. I'll give you a little taste of what the book looks like. Don't mind this. This is the says not for sale. You can see it better on the back. I didn't black it out. That comes with mine. It's an author proof, basically, so I can go through and edit it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but those yellow highlights, that's me going through the book, changing things, fixing spelling errors, just to do one last revision on the manuscript. So, but this is basically what it looks like without that band. If you'll notice, it looks like the book in the thumbnail for Dreamscape and the upcoming return to Dreamscape. This is the book. Obviously, it's inspired by the Necronomicon. Saying it is inspired by. A new thing this book will feature, every story will have its own little sketch art picture underneath. It's a little extra thing I wanted to add into this book. Doughboy and I did both. Make it a little bit more like scary stories to tell in the dark, while also making it look a little bit more like the Necronomicon. So, hey, Jose Medina, welcome. How are you? Special edition live reading. It kind of is. It is a book promotion, so I will be doing some reading out of it, but it's mostly going to be like the acknowledgments, the preface, the back matter, stuff like that. I won't be reading any stories out of it per se. Might read a blurb here or there, but that's about it. So, but this is it is co-written by me and Doughboy 420. As you all know, Dreamscape was written by Doughboy 420, and then Return to Dreamscape, which is coming out this Saturday. That is also written by Doughboy 420. The entire series is. So the first Dreamscape series was 5 stories long, which is, they're all in there. Dreamscape The Awakening, Dreamscape The Forbidden Book, Dreamscape The Things in Our Dreams, Dreamscape The Prisoner, and Dreamscape The Madness. And then he wrote Return to Dreamscape, which is Return to Dreamscape The Madness Continues, Return to Dreamscape The Beast from Beyond, and then Return to Dreamscape Revelations. Now, a few years ago after he wrote those, I actually asked him, I don't know if he approached me or one of them, I was pretty excited about it. I did end up basically asking if I could write the 3rd series to Dreamscape, because I really like Dreamscape, and he told me that I could. I never got around to it. So last year when I was toying with coming out with the series again, I asked Doughboy if maybe he wanted to do a Dreamscape book. He said, yeah, but I knew for the book to come out that I needed to write a 3rd series for it. So even though it has never been narrated yet, a lot of it, and I say a lot, and I'll explain that in a minute, a lot of it will end up being narrated. So that's Dreamscape Ouroboros. Let me see if I can find the old Ouroboros, and here we go. Dreamscape Ouroboros. So this section is all written by me, L.W. Sutton, and it is Dreamscape Ouroboros, The Masticating Darkness, Dreamscape Ouroboros, The Obsidian City, and Dreamscape Ouroboros, The Beginning of the End. So it is another trilogy, like Return to Dreamscape is a trilogy, but that doesn't include the final story, which won't be narrated, and that's Dreamscape Epilogue, The Redemption. That one will, again, it's going to be a book exclusive. It's the true ending to the Dreamscape series, and I did write a Dreamscape prologue. So there is a prologue story that takes place before any of this, which I also wrote. So that's also going to be a book exclusive and will not be narrated as well. So in total, there are 13 stories in here. 8 of them are written by Doughboy 420, and 5 of them are written by myself. Hi, X. How are you? Welcome to the book promotion live stream. So really, really happy this came out. Like I said, I asked Doughboy this last year. He said, yeah, we should do a book. So I started writing those stories last August. Here and there, little bits while I'm at work, Oh, the split down the middle is only because my hair fell this way. That's usually not there. It's probably a little bit closer to accurate. So, but yeah, so 8 by Doughboy, 5 by me. Started writing last August, finished writing it. I don't know, right around the holidays. But then I had to transcribe everything, get it edited, finish the first series. I wanted to make sure that it was done by the time the second series came out. So that way now, every time I do, there's 6 more Dreamscape stories to narrate. So not every time I read a Dreamscape story, I can bump the book. And actually, if you get the book, now you can follow along. So yeah, Return to Dreamscape. Doughboy 420s. Return to Dreamscape. So, okay. I'll go ahead and I'll is Doughboy here? I did not see him. Doughboy, if you are here, I saw X say Doughboy sup. So, if you are here, hello. But I did not see you. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll read the preface. I don't know how well you guys can hear me or not. I can always turn the camera off, take the mask off, if it's easier for you to hear me. Okay, so preface by Doughboy 420. When the YouTube channel started, Dreamscape was the first multi-part story I wrote for it, and it is also one of the first stories I wrote for the channel. This is where I feel the interconnected universe of our stories was born. A mythos of eldritch deities, monstrous beasts, ghosts, demons, cults, immortal killers at a lake in the woods in Pennsylvania, and so much more. This is where that mythos was forged. I hope you enjoy the things sent to me from those beyond the thin veil of existence. Okay, cool. As long as you guys can hear me fine. No, ISB is not Doughboy. That is Ingleside Boy. Doughboy 420 is not present tonight. He's pretty reclusive, as most authors are. So, and then this is the preface by me. This is my preface by L.W. Sutton. I would like to welcome you all to my third co-written project with my co-author, Doughboy 420, and my 6th published work. This series began as an ode to the brilliant author and my mentor, Lovecraft, and was originally dreamed up by Doughboy. After writing 2 separate but related sagas, I was offered the chance to pen the conclusion. But what is a conclusion other than that of a new beginning? In the pages to follow, you will find descriptions of monsters and nightmarish beasts beyond comprehension, all of which stalk the dreams of mankind from the darkest realms of realities. So pour yourself a cup of coffee and prepare yourself for a long night that may never end. Doughboy 420 and I bring you more nightmare fuel than you bargained for. Dreamscape. So that's like the front matter. That's the preface. Okay. It's also the blurb right here on the back. This one is different. This is a blurb actually from one of my stories, Dreamscape Ouroboros, The Obsidian City. Let me see. I think I have it pulled up here for a better. Yeah, there's no band across it, so I'll read it here. The thoughts associated with these beings and their demise, their prowess with technology, why they were here, and what could have happened to them, all coalesced in my mind, causing it to reel at the monumentality of the information being processed, and whether it was the unknown or the terror of some subconscious truth that I had yet to recognize, my mind recoiled in horror all the same. That's just one blurb from Dreamscape Ouroboros, The Obsidian City. But it was something I felt was intriguing enough to put on the back of the book. Okay. And then we got the back matter acknowledgments. Whew. Let me get back to my stream here. There we go. There's the screen. I'm back. Now I can see myself. Okay. You guys still hear me all right? That I don't. To me, I sound muffled. So, acknowledgments by Doughboy420. This is pretty wordy, so if I stumble over something, please excuse me. There are a lot of inspirations for the stories within this mythos, from horrific themes and Lovecraftian images to the interconnectivity and story Easter eggs from one story into another, similar to Stephen King, to the straight-up love letters to horror movies across nearly every subgenre. I pull inspiration from a lot of places, and without all of the rich history of horror, I don't think I would be able to express the monsters in my mind. So I thank the horror community of writers, directors, actors, special effects people, camera people, wardrobe, whatever. A huge thank to all of you for the inspiration to create. I would also like to once again thank my good friend Sociopathic for starting the channel, doing the narrations, and writing with me to create something we love. I would also like to thank all of my friends and fans that I have made along the way. You are all awesome, and I am so glad that you enjoy what we do. Finally, I would like to thank my family, both those I live with here and all those back home on the other side of the country. I'm thinking about you. I miss you. I love you all. That was nice. I like that. Sorry, it's every time I read it, it's heartwarming. It's nice. I know, right? Well, King is. Well, let's face it, King's the king. Okay, and then acknowledgments by me. I first and foremost would like to thank my family. My wife is always behind me, offering words of encouragement, and being an author's wife is not easy by any means. I would also like to thank my daughter. She is a perpetual well for inspiration and is always willing to lend a helping hand wherever I may need it. I would like to extend a special thanks to my good friend Charlie Blackmore, who is also a phenomenal author in her own right, for taking on the task of editing this entire work out of kindness alone. I encourage you to search for her work for some epic frights. I also would like to thank those that avidly follow my work. Most of them, or even you, have become a true friend in my life, and are the kind of support system an aspiring author can only dream of. Lastly, I would like to thank you, the individual reading this, having purchased this book. The hours taken to comprise such a feat have been countless, but to deliver a good scare or an intriguing read to any and all who may be interested makes the effort more than worth it. Thank you all so very much for the support, and please look forward to my next installment. Dreamscape. It is now on sale. I will go ahead if I'll drop the link here in the chat, and I'll update the description as well. Here we go. There's the link to the book if anybody is interested. It's available in paperback and Kindle. It's about 40,000 words long, something along those lines. It's a pretty hefty book. It's the biggest book I've published aside from Locust Lake. That one's still the largest, but still it's a very big book. And description. Here we go. So I'm like looking over top of my mic here. Okay. Description has been updated as well. So Charlie Blackmore's Beautiful Nightmare. You'll see her with Luke or Doughboy when he's on. Beautiful Nightmare. She's a mod for the channel. That's Charlie Blackmore. Yeah. Charlie is a girl. Like Supernatural. Charlie's a girl. So yeah, oh yes. So this is I know, right? It's pretty amazing. She's a fantastic author. So like I said, if you're not already aware, obviously you are. But anybody else who might not be aware, go check out her work. I narrate a lot of her stuff on my channel now as well. So, um, yup, yeah. Charlie Blackmore is Beautiful Nightmare. She also has several books available as well. I believe her first book is free on Kindle. So if you want to check something out of hers that's really, really awesome and it won't cost you a thing, just go check out her work. I mean, you can't lose with free. So, but yeah, so happy that this is published. The author page, I can go ahead and I can drop a link to that. That's got links to all my books. Boom. That is my author page. So that will have links now to all six books. I'm not gonna lie. There's just times of the day where I like to pull that page up just to see all 6 books sitting there. So pretty stoked about it. But I think that's about it. I don't have anything else to read at the moment. I would like to try and push this out to at least 25 minutes. But I think did I oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even going to comment on the comment. But yeah, I didn't even realize if there was a faux pas, and I'm sure that there was. I did not realize. So it is. I give my apologies. Sincere. Possibly. There's a dog in the background clicking around. My lab is in the bathroom because he coughs and wheezes a lot. So when I do streams, I put him in the back. So it can be a little bit distracting. So that's why. It's not I love my dog. I make sure he goes in there. He's got a nice place to lay down and stuff. He's pampered. Oh boy knows. But yeah, I got 2 dogs. And we have 3 cats now. So and a hamster. A lot of fuzzballs running around this house, I'll tell you. Let me see if I can hit this without taking my mask off. Oh, well, that's better. Yeah. So, hope you guys are excited about the book. Like I said, we returned to Dreamscape this weekend. Uh, I really like the second series. I like the first series a lot. Really, really like the second series though. So I really hope you guys come back for Return to Dreamscape. It's going to be a good time. And then obviously eventually we'll be getting into Dreamscape Ouroboros, which is my third series, which again, I don't want to give too much away, but boy, it's hard. It's like holding my breath. Obviously, I wrote it like a trilogy. If I was writing the last series in a 3-part series, I kind of used it to go back to the beginning, play on some things maybe a little bit differently, but because there's basically 2 endings. There's a false ending, and then there's the true ending. I will be narrating up to the false ending, but then I'll also be including in the exclusive. The epilogue story is the true ending that kind of goes beyond that. But both satisfying in their own right, and both you'll see. You'll see. I can't give too much away, but it is like holding my breath. See, you know what I mean, Fuzzy. I can't. It's so hard. It's so hard not to tell you guys. But there's a lot of stuff coming on the way. Obviously, Dreamscape book just dropped, so I'm going to be concentrating on that for a little bit. Just trying to get the word out about it. Hey, it's out here, and let people know that it's available. But there is at least one more book coming out this year at some point, probably in the fall. This summer is going to be the summer of Locust Lake. There's going to be a Locust Lake story every other weekend. So look forward to it. I hope you guys like Locust Lake because there's going to be a lot of Locust Lake this summer. Got something new and special coming for you this fall. Something I can't talk about yet because it would give away other things that I can't talk about yet. So, I mean, we're kind of building on things that we've built on that aren't released yet. So I can't really talk about them because they're so far in advance. But there's so much a reality that I'm currently writing for it right now. So that's on the way. And Christmas is completely taken care of. Doughboy is currently writing Fleshy Origins and finishing up Christmas Monster Squad. I don't know if that's going to be the official title of the story, but think about Monster Squad, but with Christmas bad guys instead of like horror movie bad guys. So that's going to be written by me and Doughboy. And then I've already written Krampus Claus 3. I promised you last Christmas it would be done, and it's already written, waiting to go. And a Locust Lake. There's a Locust Lake Christmas story that I've been sitting on waiting to do. So looks at when my money comes in to order the book. Hi Mia, welcome. Yeah, the book is available. Like I was telling everybody else too. It's 127 pages long, so it's longer than every other book except for the Locust Lake book. It's a little smaller than Locust Lake, but by 50 pages, not a whole lot. Font size and everything is still completely the same. There's a lot of material on each page. And this one features sketch art for each and every story. So makes it a little bit more like the Necronomicon, but also feels a little bit more like scary stories to tell in the dark. So, yeah. So that's about it. I mean, I already went through and read the acknowledgments, read the preface and stuff like that. I was about to go ahead and end the stream, but if you guys have anything you want to go ahead and add in, please go ahead and add it in. I'll keep it running for a couple more minutes. We are so close to the 25-minute mark. So, and I know it says 32 up in the corner, but I start 10 minutes early. So I'd like to try and go to 9:25 at least. Hello, how are you, Mia? Welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it. The book is now available, and and this weekend too. Like we're Return to Dreamscape comes out, so if you have it, you can read along. That will be an intro at some point. Just to let you guys know. Probably. Let's see what page is it. Okay, class. Open up your Necronomicons to page 63 and follow along. So, oh, no worries, Mia. I feel bad that YouTube doesn't keep up with their noticing. It's definitely not your fault. I know that for a fact. I don't want to repeat everything because I don't want to bore everybody else and stuff like that. But I think you understand that as well. I'm doing good. I'm doing very well, especially for a Monday. Mondays are rough. Yeah, you do have all the other books. I know that Mia's got the whole collection. So now there's one more to add to the collection. So far, like I said, there'll be another book coming out later this year too, along with Locust Lake Summer and Special Project coming this fall and everything I've got already set to go for Christmas time. Gonna be good stuff. One thing I do got to start writing for soon is the 13 Days of Halloween. So I probably should get to work on that. Really, the beginning of May, I think. I'll start writing for that. Try and do one story a week. Yeah, I think it would be a fun class. It would be a fun class. I agree. With all these air holes, this mask gets hot. Oh no. Partial forehead reveal. Q&A stream? You mean like for you? I mean, I don't have a whole lot. Tomorrow's Tuesday though. Tuesdays are always rough. Do I have anything going on tomorrow? I think Beautiful Nightmare's got something she's putting out tomorrow. She releases on Tuesday, but she's been releasing every day, so it's not like it's out of the norm. But I know she definitely does stuff on Tuesdays. Or you're talking about like for me Q&A? I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to do a live stream tomorrow as well, but I mean, Sundays, blood and beans. I mean, if you're up for that, you got something to ask, by all means. Anytime I'm streaming or anytime I'm premiering, if there's a live chat available, Q&A is a thing. If you got something to ask, by all means, please go ahead and ask it. Oh yeah, and I'm rocking the Locust Lake hoodie. Just had to go ahead and put that out there. Love this thing, man. Love it. Sociopathic dragon. Well, it's I kind of read some stuff out of the book on live. I'm a little bit nervous. Nicotine helps me, and I like vaping better than smoking. So don't get me wrong, I do. Oh, for you, I see. That's what I was thinking was for you, Mia. If you have a Q&A tomorrow, I'll be there. I go to bed about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I think Beautiful Nightmare does a premiere on Thursday. So I think you'd be okay to drop anytime. I'd like to make it. Put it that way. So I'd say go for it. Put it up for Tuesday. I'll be there. I will be there. Just let me know. Drop the link in Discord. Send me a DM. That's awesome. 400 subscribers. Congrats. Congrats. I didn't even say congrats. Congrats. Thumbs up. That's freaking awesome. Celebrate. The 100 subscribers, man. That first 100, especially that first 100. Oh man, that's so hard to grab. It's good. Vaping's it's better for you than smoking. There's no doubt about it. Oh, for sure. Seriously, congratulations. No, you earned. You don't have to thank me. You earned it. That's it's not easy, especially right now with YouTube's algorithms and everything changed. Like it's hard to gain subscribers. So that just shows hard work. And usually in bed by 4. Yeah, I would be too if I didn't have to go to work in the morning. Ugh. Office. Oh, all right. Well, it's been about a half an hour. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign this out. If you guys have any last minute questions, by all means, please go ahead and post them. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll give it like another 30 seconds or so, see if any comments roll in, and then I'll click out. Yeah, I've looked at the studies too about vaping. And like you said, it's the European studies. It's actually Russian studies, believe it or not, that are the most accurate because of the least bias. Yeah, I know. Hopefully it's changing back the other way, which would be nice. Start promoting the little guy again. So my own plushies, I would love. See, somebody mentioned that before too. I would love to have a sociopathic plushie. That'd be cool. I'd cuddle with it. Have little foam spikes sticking out of the mask so that like they bend and that'd be awesome. Look, it's me. It'd be like Doom Guy when he finds one of the figurines in Doom 2016. It'd be awesome. It'd be epic. I'd be down for that. So cool. Are they? Yeah, I don't know which ones I looked at, but I know it's European, like Europe, Russia, stuff like that. Like those are the studies you want to look at. American studies, they're not done properly. You can turn up a vape. You can add extra nicotine. You can do all kinds of things and boost them beyond safety standards, and then do your test on that and be like, oh, see, if you cook vape juice, it turns to formaldehyde. So you're vaping formaldehyde. They don't mention that your vape doesn't turn up that high. It's not allowed. There's a safety setting so that it doesn't. And even if it did, it would taste so freaking horrible and it would burn out your coil in like a half of a second. You wouldn't be vaping formaldehyde. You would taste it and cough and this is gross. Like, I would love an action figure. It'd be so cool. Look at little me. But yeah, it's the American studies. Like before you like really buy into like why vape and yes, people with lung problems and stuff like that, it does come from vapes. There are vapes that will do that. Juuls, where you can buy cartridges on the black market that have different kinds of catalysts in them, not the all natural ones that they're actually sold by vaping companies. And marijuana vapes, and I'm not. Listen, I'm a big advocate for marijuana. I will say that. The marijuana vapes are what will mess with your lungs and can make you very, very sick. So just be careful. I mean, do your own. But if you really don't want to vape, before you start like telling people to stop, like really read the studies. They're Vapes are way, way better for you than cigarettes. They're way better. I'm not saying vaping is good for you. Um, but the studies have shown, real studies have shown, vaping is 95% better for you than smoking. It's not good for you. It's still 5% bad, um, but it's 95% better for you than cigarettes. You can watch videos on YouTube all the time where people are feeding cigarettes into an air tube and putting it in through cotton balls. And they do the same thing for vapes. After what 100 puffs out of a vape, they pull the cotton balls out and they're literally clean. After 100 puffs off a cigarette, they're like black and goopy and slimy, and I mean, it's not hard to really see. But anyways, well, I'm not talking about prefer just smoking or edibles. That stuff, Fuzzy, I'm with you 100% on that. So definitely with you on that one. Actually, just had some gummy worms recently. That was always fun. But anyways, this has turned into not a book stream, and it's turned into a vaping stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Please go ahead and check out the book if you guys are interested. Please return for Return to Dreamscape. I guarantee you the series is fantastic from the start, but it just gets better and better and better as it goes on. Like anything Lovecraft. Lovecraft was big on that, right? Like in the Mountains of Madness was kind of slow going, but man, once you got into the meat and potatoes of that story, it was a fantastic story. Very much like this. I really think the further you go into this series, the more intrigued you're going to be. Hi, Devane. How are you? I was right about to to sign out, so I'm sorry. But all the information is going to be left up. I'm going to leave the stream up and stuff like that. So if you want to go back and just take a look at the Dreamscape book, I did drop the link in the description now. I believe I can go ahead and my author page is right there. All my books are listed, including this one. And we will be returning to Dreamscape this Saturday. So I really, really hope you guys check this out. Even like I said, just take a quick glance, get like a free sample of it or something like that. You might really enjoy what you read. And I know Kindle does do free samples. And like I said, in every story's got a little cover art on it. That's awesome. Like, and Mia, just the thought of wanting to get the book, that is appreciated. Even if there was not a purchase, just so you know, the thought is very, very much appreciated here. I really enjoy being an author. Takes an awful lot of work, not just the writing, but I've also gained an appreciation for editing. I must have been through this at least 4 times. Gave it all to Charlie Blackmore so that she could go through it. And then after she went through it, I got this sent to me, and I went through it one last time. It's taken months. It's taken months and months worth of work. But that in itself is worth it, if that makes sense. It's never about purchases or sales or whatever you want to call it. It's more or less for me to be able to consider myself an author, in the fact that this is available should anybody choose. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping into this live stream. Thank you for celebrating my new book with me. Every time I drop a book, a brand new book, and I get it in the mail, and I get to go through and just edit all the little things before I update the menu, it makes me so happy. I can't tell you the glee that it brings to my life. So really, just thank you for sharing this moment with me. And yes, you should finish some writing. Mia, I don't know what you're working on, but get it finished so you can get it narrated because I would like to listen to it. Thank you. So have to. Thank you, and again, Mia, it really does. I appreciate the desire to get the book. It really does mean a lot. ISB, thank you so much for coming, man. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. I'll be seeing you obviously a little bit probably throughout the week, and most likely on Saturday, and we will be returning to Dreamscape with The Madness Continues. Ooh, I should probably find that in here. Here we go. Return to Dreamscape. The Madness Continues this Saturday, written by Doughboy 420. So that's awesome. That's really cool that you got him into listening to them as well. That's really neat, Mia. And again, that's super, super appreciated. It's so awesome to have so much support. I absolutely love you all. Thank you so much for stopping into this stream. Thank you for celebrating the release of a new book with me. And I hope you have a fantastic night. Absolutely love you guys. I will see you this weekend. Have a great night. Bye-bye.